In a knowledge economy, access to college is a necessity. Our economy is structured such that there aren't jobs for people who don't have a full college education. If you look at unemployment statistics now, for people who have enough education, it's basically normal employment. There is no recession. For people who don't have a college education, the unemployment levels are similar to what they were in the Great Depression. So if we don't provide people access to education, we're not providing them access to society. The biggest issue is cost. The cost of higher education is just spiraling out of control. It's been going rising faster than purchasing power for years, and it's gotten to the point where middle-class families can't afford to send their kids to college anymore, and they're having to make decisions that they never had to before, optimizing for lower quality educational experience just to make it affordable. The cost of education is not attainable for most families anymore, and if we don't do something about the problem, higher education will return to what it was years ago, being just a luxury good, as opposed to being one of the goals of everybody. But I think the first step is to recognize that the problem is real, and the problem is big enough that it threatens the whole culture of higher education. I think there's been some skepticism within the industry that this time is different, right? But we are facing a fundamental inflection point in higher education, and so what I think we need to do is be more aggressive about solutions and be more open-minded to the solutions, right? I think there's really good solutions out there. There's data that's starting to prove that things work, right? And we need to be more open-minded about these solutions and try to adopt them more into our universities. I think technology-enabled solutions, scalable solutions, are the only chance of bending back the cost curve in higher education. The concept of being able to be affordable with building large buildings and providing a web of services as we've had in the years past just doesn't make sense anymore. The business model can't continue to work. So the only solution is to be able to have the same effective learning outcomes but provide them in a highly scalable way. So the most important thing for a traditional institution to protect is its mission and the quality of its educational outcomes. And I think to date, those factors have driven institutions to be skeptical of new solutions. But we're at a point where some of these new solutions are really working, and they have an opportunity to not only provide the same learning outcomes, but they provide the better learning outcomes at lower costs. And I think, given the pressures on pricing and the challenges that causes within education, institutions need to be more aggressive about looking at these solutions, and I'm optimistic that they will. I'd say the answer is focus on what matters. Return to the core of what is the educational experience, and that is affecting knowledge in students. There's been an explosion of services. There's been an explosion of add-ons that become part of the cost of education. And I think if educators go back to focusing on that which is most important and provide only that to the students, they can lower the cost. Learn the economics of scale. Right? You can drive down cost by providing solutions that work over a larger number of people. Right? And technology provides the capability of taking things that work and providing access to thousands or hundreds of thousands of students. And by doing that, you can lower the cost for all of them. I would love to be part of ushering higher education into a new era. Higher education is at a fundamental inflection point. It will be different tomorrow than it is today. And I have a great passion for education. I have a respect for the culture of education. And I would love to be part of ushering it into the new era, keeping that which is most important, but modifying the delivery, the experience, to be in touch with the new age.